Hi guys, see you again on our favorite channel. I love this game. In this video we will discuss the opening of the Queen Gambit declined. Let's see the video. In this video we will discuss about a game between Harry Nelson Pillsbury against Amos Byrne. Pillsbury holds white, and Amos Byrne holds black. White starts with d4, d5, c5, Queen Gambit, e6, Queen Gambit declined. Knight c3, put pressure on pawn d. Knight f6, major piece development while protecting pawn d. Bishop g5, a pinning against a knight, and bishop e7, breaks pinning and prepares castle. e3, Pillsbury frees his light bishop. Castle, knight to f3, controls square e5. b6, prepare bishop fianchetto to control square e4. Rook c1, puts rook in the active file, which indirectly suppresses pawn c7. Bishop b7, controlling square e4, and white must do something about this. Pillsbury decides to make the best move, pawn takes pawn. Knight takes pawn. Bishop takes bishop. Queen takes bishop, knight takes knight. If pawn takes knight, it will block light bishop's path, so bishop takes knight. And bishop to d3, prepare castle. If bishop takes pawn, b3, trying to trap bishop, of course won't let this happen. So queen a3, and knight d2, protected pawn, and also kept bishop confined. a5, is the best move to free bishop. But rook takes pawn, pawn to a4, and queen to h5, threatening checkmate. g6, queen h6, and after bishop takes pawn, knight e4, threatens checkmate in two moves. Queen a1, check, king e2, attacks queen and threatens checkmate. Queen b2, check, rook c2, again threatening queen and threatening checkmate. And if bishop takes rook, it will close with knight f6, check, and checkmate in the next move. We're back. If queen to b4, check, queen to b2, queen takes queen, king takes queen, threatens pawn. So rook to c8, rook to c2, ready to doubling rook. c5, and here e4, bishop b7, rook h to c1. Knight d7, connecting both rooks, and b4. After pawn takes pawn, a very strong move from white, rook to c7. Forking against both black major pieces, rook takes rook, rook takes rook, and bishop to c8. Bishop b5, attack knight, knight to f6, attack pawn. Bishop however goes to c6, attacks rook and protects pawn. Rook b8, but after rook takes pawn, white has a very superior position. Before we continue the game, we really hope that you subscribe to this I Love This Game channel, if you like our videos, for the progress of our channel. May God repay your kindness. Amen. Thank you. We're back to before the real move. In this position, Amos Byrne selects rook to c8, gives pawn protection, and frees queen from guarding the pawn. e4, bishop to b7, and Pillsbury Castle, knight d7, queen e2, a6, rook c3, ready for doubling rook, c6, rook c1, and b5. Here queen to e3 prepares to cross over to king's side. Rook goes to c7, and Pillsbury takes time to attack rook while expanding queen's position, via queen's move f4. Rook c8, and e5, a very strong move. Then Amos Byrne continued with c5, and it was a mistake. In this position Pillsbury made a deadly attack, which starts with bishop takes pawn, check, king takes bishop, and knight to g5, check. If king goes to g6, rook g3, threatens discovery attack, f5 is the best move, but after this, knight takes pawn, which immediately gives white the victory. After king f7, rook takes pawn, and white will get queen. That's why Amos Byrne chooses king g8, and rook h3, if pawn takes pawn. White will win immediately after rook g8, check, forcing king takes rook, queen h4, check. King g8, queen h7, check, king f8, and queen h8, checkmate. That's why Amos Byrne chose queen e8, giving king an escape route. But queen h4, threatening checkmate, king f8, is ready to save himself. But knight h7, check, forced king back to g8, here knight to f6, a royal fork. If pawn takes knight, ends with queen h8, checkmate. That's why king to f8, was the best move, but it actually gave white a huge advantage, through knight takes queen. There's nothing black can do, white will win so easily. That's the end of this video. I hope you like it and it will be useful for your skills to play chess. Thank you for subscribing to this channel, may God repay your kindness, see you in other videos, bye.